And it did kind of come along with like, it is true. Like when somebody finally comes along and they beat your time and you realize you've been putting in a lot of time to try to like beat your own time and you're just really focused on trying to do it perfectly and it's draining and you're not finding it as fun any longer. I don't know. It's fine. Like somebody else has the world record and it's kind of a good time to just say like, I'm kind of bored of this. I've been kind of bored of it. I've tried to put some time in here and there to try to, but somebody else is putting in more time than I am at this point in the modern, era of GTA 4. And that's the truth. I mean, in the modern era of GTA 4, Sorby Knight has put in, if you track, you can see these numbers on some sites, it's true. It's not like to say anything. It's just the way it goes, So he's put in like twice the amount of time that I have in the modern era of GTA 4, where it's like, it's not easy to, like, I could complete a run, surely, that could beat that time, but I really just don't like sitting here. I don't like, sitting here for hours on end as much any longer. I like to, you just can't keep doing it. You know what I mean? At some point you're like, it's fine. He's at this point, he's the better player. And, I'm fine with that. And I might do some attempts, but I don't think I'm ever going to really put in a lot of time into it. It's kind of nice to have somebody else just take the, top spot and it really kind of just opens up an opportunity to kind of like focus more on streaming other things and not like it really did come along with that. Like he beat the time, remember, and then I did the next day. Like it's not about passing, like things like that seem kind of cringy to me, like saying like pass the torch. It's not really about that. It's more like every day for years, when I would sit down to do speedruns, it would take away time from like doing other things. And it's just like, I want to spend my time doing other things, and I'm happy to just like not do speedruns. At this point, I could, like, I do have all the time in the world. I have all the time in the world to speed run and practice and stream, but I don't really care at this point to do all that any longer. And it's kind of like you could call it almost like breaking away from, like, I would never say streaming or speed running was an addiction or anything like that, because I took plenty of big breaks here and there, but it's just like sometimes you just kind of, one day you just wake up and go, if I'm going to sit down and stream, it really is more like this. It's like, if I'm going to sit, I have for the longest